So it's week 9 of the Imaginary EPL, and you're with us once more for game of the 24-hour period. CloakAndDagger versus MadamGeorge. And this is Sendros knocking the ball out for MadamGeorge. CloakAndDagger in their traditional seaside rock kit, MadamGeorge in white. Sendros. Besic. That is a bad ball, and Jakob's going to pick that up for CloakAndDagger. Delay it. Long ball forwards Boney, but he's beaten in the air. Drops to Schneidlin though. Schneidlin to Morrison. To Kone. Schneidlin again. Kone's into the area. Tackled by Sendros. Oh, the penalty's given. Not sure about that, but yeah. Penalty against Philippe Sendros, MadamGeorge. So, just 90 seconds in, and high-flying MadamGeorge have a penalty against them. Schneidlin's going to take it. Steps up. 1-0. CloakAndDagger 1, MadamGeorge 0. Schneidlin, his first goal of the season. So CloakAndDagger have changed shape today. They played a wide diamond most of the season, and now they're playing a narrow 4-3-1-2. This is Ali for MadamGeorge. To Gerardo. Into Aguero. That's wide. So the changes that Jakob comes in to replace Thorvin for CloakAndDagger. And Sanchez is finally back in favour, replacing Bennett. This is Kone for CloakAndDagger. To Sanchez. Schneidlin. Skirtle's going to get there. Sendros clears it. And that's headed on. Scott down. Delay it. To Schneidlin. Sanchez. Boney. And that's going to get cleared by Shaw. Rodriguez to Aguero. Sanchez free kick. Hits the ball. And that's coming through to Schwarzer. So yeah, sources close to the dressing room say that the whole kind of fallout between manager and player, Sanchez and CloakAndDagger, has something to do with aubergines. Nothing more than that, but intriguing stuff. Boney. Sanchez. Still Boney. Delay it. Beats his man. Boney. Sanchez. It's all one-way traffic. Gerardo to Rodriguez. 17 minutes in, CloakAndDagger looking much better. Aguero. Real burst of pace there, though. Scott Dan tackled him. Has to be a bit careful. Nothing given, though. Boney. So MadamGeorge, 2 changes as well. Sendros and Besic come in for Lescott and Berami, both of whom are suspended. This is Lingard, who's the current player of the block. Aguero, Begovic tips it wide. Player of the block is of course the EPL equivalent of the Player of the Month. Gerardo corner. And out again. Back to Gerardo. He's closed down. Boney has it for CloakAndDagger. So at the start of play, CloakAndDagger in 9th and MadamGeorge currently 3rd in the league. This is Jakob. Yeah, Shaw's going to beat delay it to that though. Gives it to Schwarzer. Slightly cocky stuff there. Jakob for CloakAndDagger. To Morrison. Schneidlin. So Morrison's playing as kind of conventional central midfielder today. I think in recent games he's predominantly played on the left of the diamond, occasionally at the tip. This is Jakob to Dan. To Font. Morrison. Sanchez to Kone. Still Kone. That's wide. Sanchez corner. Comes to Boney. To Jakob. Kone again. And blocked. And out for a throw-in. Delay it, throw in. Lingard intercepts. Schneidlin has it though. Gerardo tackles him. J. Rodriguez for MadamGeorge, who've done nothing all half really. Debussy. Doesn't really have much support on offering him a kind of passing option. Lingard. Tackled by Morrison. Gives it to Sanchez. Breakaway here. What can Sanchez do with it? He comes inside. He finds Kone well. Kone's blocked. Does well again though. Does very well. Oh! Hits the crossbar. Good stuff from Kone. Shorts with the goal kick. Font knocks it on to Sanchez. To Kone. To Boney. Ball through to Kone. That's offside though. So the long-time absentee for CloakAndDagger is Townsend. There's no way he's going to play before game 13, really. Oh, Begovic. Delay it out. Sanchez corner again. Font over the bar. That's a Senderos booking for MadamGeorge. Half-time, CloakAndDagger 1 up and very much worthy of that lead, I would say. Skirtle to Gerardo. To Jakob. Gerardo again. This is Lingard for MadamGeorge. He's up against the left back. He's tackled by Clichy, who looks for Kone. And pushed his man, so play is brought back. Senderos takes the free kick to Debussy. To Lingard. Rodriguez. Gerardo. Well wide. Delay it throwing. Schneidlin. Sanchez. Boney. You have to wonder how CloakAndDagger will be doing if Sanchez had played a bit more football. He's been fit, he's just not been picked recently. Schwarzer in possession for MadamGeorge. Sanchez free kick. Boney, that's it, I think. 2-0. 2-0 CloakAndDagger. I think they're 2 goals better today, to be quite honest. It's actually Boney's second goal of the season, but yeah, well deserved. So, big shock on the cards here at the moment. Rodriguez, MadamGeorge, they need to do something. But they haven't looked like doing it all game. Jakob. Kone's just going to keep that in play. Boney, his strike partner. Schneidlin. Skips past his man to Boney. Delay it on the overlap. Can he get the cross in? Inside Sanchez instead. That's not going to get anywhere though, and Besic is going to clear that for MadamGeorge. Did well to get Rodriguez in possession. Looked like he was under pressure. And that's a really nice ball to Gerardo. This is much better. Cross in. Begovic tipped it over. I'm not sure he needed to do anything with that, but yeah. The first glimmer of a chance, MadamGeorge, all game, I think. Gerardo corner. Away by Schneidlin. Besic. Tackled by Sanchez. Fouled by Sanchez. That's a free kick to MadamGeorge. Gerardo takes it, splits it wide to Shaw on the left. Schneidlin tackles. Sanchez. Got his foot in well there. Boney to Kone. To Morrison. There are runners now. The real chance is on here. Oh, but Ali intercepted that well. But it's come to Sanchez again. To Kone. To Boney. And blocked. And Shaw's going to get there. Shaw gives it to Besic. Sanchez free kick to Jakob. Sanchez. Delay it. In, easily held by Schwarzer. who hits it long, looking for Gerardo, and finding him. Jakub got his foot in, and to lay it, taps it back to the goalkeeper, Begovic. Begovic plays it down the middle of the pitch, looking for Sanchez, but Besic intercepts. Ali. Still Ali. Oh, to Aguero! Offside, won't count. Uh-oh. Yeah, yellow card to Besic. Maybe a little bit lucky. A stricter referee might have given red. Morrison to Schneidlin for CloakAndDagger. To Kone, tackled by Sendros. Oh, that's a foul. Is that enough? It's probably not. It is! Second booking. Philippe Sendros, 2 yellow cards, he's off. MadamGeorge, 2 goals down, playing with 10 men. They lose the player in the hole, and they move to a 4-2-2-1 formation. But, yeah, not good. Font to Schneidlin. Jakub to Sanchez. Shaw is going to play it back to Schwarzer. Schneidlin for CloakAndDagger to Sanchez. To Boney. So in this new setup, it looks like Debussy has moved to centre-back. A couple of changes now. Stephen Taylor replaces Ali. I didn't quite catch the other one. That's booking for Clichy. 11 minutes to go. Besic. Debussy. In Aguero. They pulled a goal back. 2-1. Debussy briefly moved to centre-back. A couple of substitutions. And is now operating as right-back again. Schneidlin. To Morrison. Kone for CloakAndDagger. Schneidlin. Blocked. Schneidlin looking for Clichy on the overlap. Lots of space there. Morrison. Shaw clears. But Font gets there for Aguero. Schneidlin. To Sanchez. To Morrison. Ledley replaces Schneidlin for CloakAndDagger, and Zuccolini replaces Morrison, also for CloakAndDagger. Shaw throw into Besic. To Rodriguez. He's having to play in central midfield after the rejig. Ayew on as sub, wide left for MadamGeorge. Back to the left back, Shaw. Cross comes in. Begovic! Lingard! 2-2. Now, I don't want to think that FM is completely random, but this is now 2 matches in a row where a team has had a man sent off, and all of a sudden they look much, much better than they ever did with 11 on the pitch. 624 characters did it last week. MadamGeorge has done it this week. And from 2-0 up, it looks like CloakAndDagger are going to draw this. CloakAndDagger 2, MadamGeorge 2. Remarkable.